Lexus is one of those unique brands because a lot of people want them, but deals are all over the place. The real question is, who do you trust and who has the right answers? First off is a Lexus IS, and it really depends on what you're going for trim here. 7% off is extremely attainable on this car. Next is going to be the ES, very similar to the IS. We are looking for 7 to 10% off. These cars do not sell as well as their counterpart. Honestly, I do not remember the last time anybody bought this car. I don't know. 7% is a good rule of thumb because that's something that we normally do. Now we're looking at the Lexus UX Hybrid. Now, Lexus is very unique because the hybrid cars are much more desirable and harder to negotiate than the gas cars. It's not uncommon, but when it comes down to it, Lexus is probably more true than any other brand. Now, Lexus UX, 5 to 7% is what we try to achieve. Moving on to the NX gas model. Now, out of the lineup, the NX is the hardest car to get out of everything. The NX, if we're looking for a gas model, we are consistently getting 7 to 9% off. The Lexus RZ is on my do not buy car right now. About a year ago, the lease deals on this deal were incredible. You could lease these cars next to nothing and they were phenomenal. I don't recommend buying EVs, and the lease deals on these RZs are just not that impressive. So if you're buying a Lexus and you're looking at this, there are better EVs out there. Lexus RX. Now the RX has a little bit more wiggle room on these cars. We are seeing 7 to 9% off on these cars for the gas model. Let's just say 5 to 9%. The range varies depending on the trim. The Lexus RX is going to be one of the most popular models. Honestly, it's one of my favorite models in Lexus's lineup. Discounts are going to vary in this car depending on region. So I'm going to say 5 to 9%. The hybrid model is not as crazy as its counterpart, the NX, but it is still highly desirable. This car is really going to be $1,000 off to $3,500 off, again, depending on the region. Pacific Northwest, West Coast, you know the drill. The TX, we're really going to go into two different vehicles, which is going to be the hybrid and the non-hybrid. Now the gas model, discounts are slim. It's hard to find this vehicle with the recall that just went through. Our typical discount around this car is right around $2,500 off TSRP. But let's talk about the Lexus GX. Now the Lexus GX is one of the most popular cars in the world. There's been viral videos talking about how awesome and great this car is and how everybody's been trying to find them. Realistically, the Lexus LX, 5 to 7% off is what you're going to obtain on these cars. These cars just nearly aren't as popular. Not many people are buying them. Most people are going to the GX 550. This is not a popular model. They don't make a lot of them though. So open up your radius, you can find deals, but 5 to 8%. LC, this is the one car that you can actually custom build. It is the bespoke edition. That's what it's called. The bespoke build is the only car that you can custom build to be the perfect car to yourself. In the Lexus lineup, if it's not a bespoke, you can't order it. When it comes down to it, we are typically seeing on this car anywhere between 5 to 7% off. These are all the deals you have on Lexus. If you guys have any other questions, or if you want to see a different car, let me know.